Not long ago, I used to be an ordinary student here at Ravenwood. Never in my life did I think I would become the school's next professor of death magic. I'm very proud of my fond memories of Professor Malorn Drake, who is now my predecessor. He had truly been given the gift of teaching, and the class always felt more like a family than a gathering of students. However, I will be the first of his former students to admit that he also had some deep-seated issues, and those issues, sadly, led him down the dark path so many necromancers have tread before him. It is not that necromancy is evil, but rather most evil in our world comes from necromancers. It's an unfortunate truth, but the truth nonetheless. Anyone can be evil, and yet the teachings of death tend to attract the worst of them. I, on the other hand, have a different philosophy. One that I hope will bring me those truly interested in this craft. Death is not just the end of the cycle of life, but also its beginning. Instead of simply taking the remnants of life for ourselves, why not give those remnants back to the world instead, and from them grow something new and beautiful? Death magic, in my mind, is for those that wish to take the embers of the dying past and use them to ignite a new flame that will burn on into our future. It is for those that wish to be the scales that balance what is already past and what will come to pass. And lastly, it is for those who can continue on without letting farewells stand in their way. Necromancers are not to disrupt the cycle of nature, but to aid it. The ghosts and ghouls at our command should be used in service of it, and our contact with the dead should be used only to seek answers and for providing closure. While I know I will not succeed alone in bringing guiding principles to a lawless land, I hope to instill within generations morals that will shape it long after I, too, am gone. But, of course, before I can do any of that, I have to start teaching first. Before I step down from the podium, I'd just like to thank my mentor Dworgen and all the other Ravenwood professors for helping to train me for this position. I'd also like to thank my best friend, Duncan Grimwater. I know we've had our differences in the past, but I cannot stress enough how pleasant it was to see your face after a long day of training and study. And I appreciate you being here for my speech as well. Here's to the new generation of necromancers.